Welcome to the Vocational Expert Views channel. Today we're going to do a non-disability topic, and this topic is MMTLP. This isn't just about MMTLP. This is about AMC, GME, FNGR, GTII, HYMC, Bed Bath & Beyond, BlackBerry, and countless others of stocks. It's time to demand immediate national recognition and action. You may not own MMTLP, but what has occurred and is occurring in MMTLP affects you if you have any type of investment, 401k, Roth IRA, anything. It's not just about the American veterans who have their money trapped in MMTLP. It's not just about the retail investors that are not only in the United States, but also in Canada as well as all around the world. This is about AMC, GME, HYMC, GTII, FNGR, as I stated before, BlackBerry, Bed Bath & Beyond. If you need a quick recap, go ahead and Google Dole Foods has too many shares. Dole Foods is a blue chip stock, and when that company went private, it had too many shares. How is that possible? If you know anything about AMC and GME over the last several years, what's occurring in MMTLP has occurred there and is still going on with AMC and GME. However, because it's still trading and the companies aren't really fighting for the American investor or even their national investors, it keeps getting swept under the rug. And that's what makes MMTLP different. We have them frozen. We've got them locked in. We have to stop their stall to stop their still. This isn't just about one stock. Over $10 million has been stolen from United States veterans just in MMTLP alone. So how do we do a sit-in? Well, we need at least 10 or 15 people to say, yes, I'm willing to do this. Yes, I'm willing to go all the way. We agree to go to the governor's office, a state capitol, a congressman's office, or senate office. And once we are there, we are going to present our demands. We want an immediate press conference with a minimum of 2 local news stations. Remember, local news stations are desperate for news stories between 4 and 7 p.m., especially on slow news days. So this would be quite easily to arrange. Whoever we choose, we want them to publicly acknowledge to the news that MMTLP has been frozen for a year. We want them to publicly acknowledge that the SEC and FINRA has publicly admitted that there are issues with MMTLP. We want them to publicly acknowledge that the SEC and FINRA was investigating fraud, and we can present the Freedom of Information Act about them discussing blue sheets. We also want them to acknowledge that the OTC, FINRA, SEC, as well as others, have admitted that MMTLP has too many shares. These shares are counterfeit shares. We want them to publicly acknowledge all the congressional and Senate letters with the dates that have been sent to the SEC and FINRA. So, how to do a Senate sit-in? Or we can go to a state capitol or a congressional office. But we need to go to a government office and do a sit-in. Be peaceful and respectful. We want to emphasize the peaceful protest, but we will not leave until our demands are met. We will have respectful conduct towards the congressman or senator's office. Logistics. We need to determine a date and a time and duration of the sit-in. Hence, it's a sit-in. We're not leaving until our demands are met. There should be assigned roles for leaders in the sit-in. We want to go to the office at like 3 p.m. Be prepared not to leave. Demand that we will stay until our demands are met. We can bring sleeping bags. Have small signs. Let's bring some snacks. We can bring our DD and proof as well as congressional letters, and we have those packets ready for the news. We want them in the local news to acknowledge that our situation and to put the MMTLP document, Faces of MMTLP, to be made available on the local news as well as congressional office website for the public to download. We need a firm and hardcore deadline. Immediate. Scheduled to resolve our situation in 15 days. I know many of you are saying, but we just had this letter go out and it has till January 31st. You have to remember, up until now, every time Gary Gensler has said anything about MMTLP, it's basically, I cannot confirm or deny that there's an investigation. I cannot provide you information because I cannot confirm or deny there's an investigation. Stall, stall, stall. By doing a sit-in, we effectively can eliminate the stall. We want a valid share count. We want whoever we decide to do a sit-in to publicly demand immediate release in 4 business days of share count. MMTLP has been frozen for a year. They have had this data for over a year. They know what the share count is. They knew what the share count was last year. We also want them to demand on the news conference a resolve of our situation within 15 business days. As we know, the OTC, OCC, FINRA, and SEC has been working on this for over a year. However, they're not working for the retail investor. They're not working for the companies. They're trying to figure out how to secure the theft of our money and how to do that. So far, they've been blocked at every doorway. But everyone can act like they've been working for a year to resolve this correctly. But no, they're trying to work on how to get this deal secured for them. Again, do you have a 401k, IRA, or a Roth IRA? It doesn't matter if you're not in AMC, GME, GTII FNGR, or MMTLP. What is occurring on the stock market affects you. Basically, market makers, hedge funds, broker dealers are allowed to sell stocks that they do not own, they do not intend to borrow, and they do not intend to deliver. Basically, it's a counterfeit share. They're taking a photocopy of a share and saying, hey, this is a share, let me sell it to you. Their hopes is to provide infinite liquidity, and this infinite liquidity makes the stock or the value of what you own go to zero. And that's the game. Can we push this to zero? Can we destroy the company? Can we destroy the stock? Again, Dole Foods has too many shares. Go check it out. You can also watch the Wall Street Conspiracy movie on YouTube. MMTLP. If you want more information about our situation, please go here.